Hi, I'm Charlie, here with more simple tips to help you live the lifestyle you love. Today I'm talking about how to deal with those insecure, jealous friends. You know, the ones that are creating drama, they betray you, they create situations, you then find out about it and you're like, "Argh." Well, you know, this is probably a politically incorrect topic because I should be talking about women's empowerment and solidarity and blah, 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 everything that you hear in the media. But the truth is, come on, the more that we talk this, the less women are walking it. And we have got to stop this madness. I wasn't even going to talk about this today, but I had a client dealing with it, then I had a friend mention it, and then the coup de grace was seeing the latest reality show to hit the networks. And of course, I'm seeing some of the ugliest behavior from women toward one another, and they always have to do those things under the guise of "you got it," being classy and displaying what etiquette is. I mean, it's ridiculous, and we have to stop the madness. So here are 3 steps for you to be able to handle this and actually handle it with class and etiquette. The first step is that you have got to get a grip. This one is tough. And like I said, we have all this stuff modeled for us right now. And it's all this new sense of, oh, this is what strong is and this is what independent is. And I'm sticking up for myself. No, you're not. If you really are strong about who you are and you recognize that somebody else, because of their insecurities, is having an issue with you, the last thing that you want to do is engage with them in a way where you give them too much of your energy, your time, and dignify their behavior with all of that from you. You don't even want to go there. So I want you to get a grip, take a deep breath. I know how hard this can be. It's like taming the ego, which is like, I mean, I've had people do me in before that were supposedly friends, and believe me, the visions that came to my mind about how to make them accountable were not spiritually enlightened at all. That's why you have to get a grip. Step number 2 is you need to come at the situation with strength and set your boundaries. And how do you do that? Well, the only way that you really come at something with strength is you've got to, like I said, get a grip, and then you've got to use your sense. Think about what it is that you're really dealing with to set that boundary. Now, if it's somebody that you want to deal with this situation, this is my suggestion. Don't come at them waving the cape, you know, like they're the bull. And the way that you would do that is, you know, taking them to task. I heard you did this, da-da-da. You don't want to confront them. You'd be better off to ask the question. And you do not do it at a dinner party, in a group setting. No. If you're going to be mature and you're going to approach this situation with strength, then you sit down with that person one-on-one and you say, hey, what's going on? You know, this kind of came back to me. What do you have to say about that? Give them the opportunity in a non-threatening way, because here's the other key. You want to be able to get the information that you're going to get about who they are and what's really going on, and that's going to come to you through the way that they answer you, what they say. Do they make an excuse? Do they apologize? Do they just lie? You need all that information, and it helps you. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is when I say come at it with sense, is that if the person that you're dealing with is straight up crazy, you cannot reason with crazy. So if you step into the pen with crazy, you are now crazy. Now we got 2 people that are crazy. Everything's just going to get crazier, and there is going to be no resolution whatsoever. So I know your ego is like, I just want to have this moment, but trust me, it is a dead end. Don't go there. Which brings me to step number 3. Once you have set that boundary, or you've figured out that it's impossible, you need to make an adjustment to that friendship. A person who is jealous of you can never be your friend, because the minute that jealousy comes in, their energy toward you is not clean. They cannot relate with you in a way that is like healthy, open, safe. So you need to make an adjustment. Maybe it's somebody that, you know, can be an acquaintance. You can still hang out in a group setting. So you're no longer going to give any personal information. You're not going to be too close to that person. You're going to kind of keep them a little bit at an arm's length. That may be the adjustment you make. Or if they're just straight up crazy, you need to just let them go. You don't need to have an altercation, just let them go. That's what real strength is. It's knowing your value. And when you know your value, you know that it is absolutely devaluing yourself to stand and get into an argument and make yourself look absolutely ridiculous with somebody who you claim is already not behaving properly. Do you understand? You're becoming even worse than the other side because you're the one that's supposed to have the common sense to see where they're coming from that's not cool. When it comes to anything in your personal life, your career, your love life, your relationships, listen, I fix it and I fix it fast so I can help you. Cheers to the best friendships life has to offer, and make sure you join me here next week for another video with simple tips to help you get the best out of life and love.